What's up? Joey Anderson here for joeyanderson.com. I know every one of you cinematographers out there, I've heard it from so many people, complain about getting to the location the day of the shoot, setting up everything, tripod, stands, sliders, everything, and only to open up your case and find that some, if not all, of your CFL photography bulbs are blown, or worse, busted all over all of your equipment in the bag. Anyway, but it sucks. They're expensive, So I have solutions, and it's not those stupid padded bags. I mean, who would put a bulb in a padded bag? How's that going to work? It's like throwing your baby in your camera bag and yanking it around, throwing it in the back of the truck or whatever, and expecting it not to come out brain damaged. Daddy. It's not safe. And if by some chance you're one of those lucky few that hasn't had that happen, what? You think you're better than me? You ain't nothing! Anyway, I got a solution. I'll teach you how to make this amazingly sexy Hardshell CFL photography bulb case. Holds 2 of the smaller bulbs. You can get make a bigger one to hold the larger bulbs for less than 15 bucks, shoulder strapping on, and then a $1 Hardshell alternative to carry the big honking CFL, like the 85 watts, 115 watts, whatever, CFL bulbs. Hardshell case with a handle. But first, since we know how dangerous CFL bulbs are if they break, put together a little short film. This to show you what could happen to you, if you don't handle your CFL bulbs with care, safety first. Check it out. We'll be right back.
What's your emergency?
I'm all cut up. I'm cut from all over.
Sir, calm down. Speak slowly and clearly so I can understand what you're saying.
I was talking. I'm cut up. I'm bleeding to death, I think.
Okay. So you're bleeding. Is there a lot of blood?
Lots of blood.
For me to help you, I have a few more questions.
Hey?
It's entirely inappropriate for you to attempt to flirt with me.
I didn't call to flirt with you. What?
Are you allergic to any medication?
What's that got to do with anything, man? I'm bleeding to death. Help!
I am doing my best to help you, sir. Just remain calm and get in as comfortable a position as you can. Help is on the way. Understand?
Yeah.
DIY Day!
Here's what you'll need. You'll need a 20-inch piece of 3-inch diameter, 20-inch long piece of PVC. Schedule 40s, the cheapest. They come probably in 2-foot lengths for like $3, $4. You'll just take a hacksaw, whack off the end, make it 20 inches. You'll need 2 PVC 3-inch end caps, about $2 a piece-ish, something like that. This is all from the hardware store, Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever. A pack of 2 eye bolts with nuts. They come with the nuts, kind of like a lot of friends I have. Their friends are nuts. Anyway, 3/16 inch by an inch-ish long. It needs to be at least 1 inch long probably to do what we need to do. 4 washers, as long as they go over those eye bolts, you're good to go. I've just got whatever. These don't even match, but I at least have the 2 that will be on either side that will match, so some are bigger than others, but using what I got. Can of black spray paint, 97 cents. Oh, I think the eye bolts are $1.18 or something like that. Washers are a few cents each if you need to pick up some of those. You don't have any that'll fit. All right, and then hop on over to Dollar Tree, and there are these nifty neato floaty thingies. My little girl likes to use these noodles, is what they call them, to float on in the pool. These are about 3 inches around, a little off, but 3 inches around, and they're like 11.5 inches long. Exactly what you need. These are the ones, though, they call them the Info Wave connector. Just add water and play. And it's so hot in Memphis right now, I'd rather not be doing this tutorial. I'd rather take this and hop in some water and play. But anyway, these are the ones that have these things that you pull out these little, I don't know what the heck those are for, but I guess you can connect them or something like that. But you pull out those little side things, and you need that. It's a very specific purpose, believe it or not. So anyway, it's like it was made just for this. So 2 of those, so that's $2. I'm gonna use this super awesome, fantastic, fabuloso designer vintage camera strap that I had laying around, and for a bag I don't use anymore that looks like a dog peed on it or something. I don't know what happened to it. Probably just coffee. But they also, while you're at Dollar Tree, if you don't have one of these laying around, they have dog leashes that are pretty cool looking designs, you know, reds with blacks woven through it and things like that. They're $1. Look through those, they'll work out perfectly fine too. As far as tools, not too much. I recommend this, you don't have to have it, but it sure would make your life easier, is an electric knife or a bread knife. You can get them at Walmart for $10 if you have to. I got this at a flea market thrift store thing for $4, I think, and it's an actual really nice electric knife. Drill with a 3/16 drill bit, a hacksaw to whack off the end of that. If you don't have a hacksaw, do not hurt yourself in doing this and complain. I don't need to see pictures of you in an ambulance or whatever. You can take a knife or a sharp, thin piece of metal, heat it up, and push it through this, and it will cut a nice straight end off of this sucker without having to hacksaw it off. But I just hacksawed it off. You got to drill a hole in your, scoot some stuff out of the way, in your PVC caps, right in the center. Just put it on there. Just drill a hole straight through, right in the middle. PVC, some strong sucker. Anyway, all right. Other one, the same thing. There's the heavy labor done really right there. You'll also want to cut this down. I've already done this one, but you cut it in half. Watch this. You're gonna like this. Cut it in half. Well, actually, don't cut it in half. Cut it. Yeah, whatever. Cut it in half. And look, the design I'm showing you right now is for these bulbs. The smaller ones that most people have, they're not the ones like I use a lot, the big gigantic ones. If you're gonna do these, then what you need is a 4-inch inner diameter piece of PVC, and you can use the same foam, but you can also just get some PVC foam to go inside. This is to protect this light. It will not fit in here. The case that I'm doing will hold 2 of these very, very securely. You're gonna flip out. It's really cool. Anyway, so then you're pretty much done, except for a little bit of fine tuning. These are too tight. Once they're inside, you're just gonna slide these in. Slide them in with the cutout up top. And you don't wanna put the whole piece in. You wanna cut it in half, and I'll show you why. You're gonna thank me for that. I learned the hard way. So anyway, it's a little bit tough to get in there. It's a little too snug. So when you try to put the bulb in, it's just not gonna work. You're gonna end up busting the bulb, which defeats the purpose, you know. I'm telling you, this is so easy, a monkey could do it. So you take this, if you have one of these, and you go around the edge and just trim it down some, all the way around. I'm not gonna do this neatly because you and me both ain't got time for that. So anyway, you get the picture. Do that. Also do the inside. Same thing. Trim it out on the inside. All right, to save you time and having to look at me any longer than you have to, I've already done these two. So I've cut them down. You see how awesomely beautiful they are. They're not that great. But I also split them down the side a little bit so they just give a little bit more. It's not gonna hurt anything. So you slide, don't put them in first, but this is how you test to make sure you've got everything you need done. Slide your bulbs in, holding the end like this, you know, and then you simply slide it in. You do the other one on the other side. I don't know what to do with the bulb, but you put the other one on the other side. What you're gonna do here is you'll put the eye bolts through. I'm putting the small washers on the outside just so it looks neater. Put the eye bolt through, the big washer on the inside. So you just put it through the hole that you drilled. Hold it, tighten it down. Same thing with the other one. Duh. So easy, a monkey could do it. Monkey, I tell you. All right. Because I'm not mechanical, as you can tell. People that know how to use tools are probably going, what is wrong with that guy? Did his mama drop him on his head when he was little? Anyway, same thing. Then, simple as all get out, you take your dog leash from Dollar Tree, or you take your super fantastic, awesome, fabulous designer vintage camera bag strap, and you put it through the eye bolt. Same thing with the other one. Ah, you're catching on now. And you slip it on like this. And there you have it. For less than 15 bucks. But of course I'm not done. Throw a coat of black spray paint on it just so it'll look sexy, and through the magic of editing, CFL photography light case with a shoulder strap. Hold your bulbs nice and safe and secure, and look snazzy. Oh, I said I would show you another just as cool option for $1. So go to Goodwill, Salvation Army, thrift store, whatever. Buy a thermos, these big ones, heavy duty suckers. Show you what to do. They're $1. I bought this thing for 99 cents. 98 cents actually. They have a little spout that sticks down in so that when you open this up, the water or Kool-Aid or milk of magnesia or Pepto-Bismol, whatever you drink out of your thermos, cut that off. Just use a knife or whatever. Cut that off. Get some scrap foam. Put it around the inside. This is perfect for these ginormous Hulk size bulbs. They don't go anywhere. And what I'm gonna do, which, come on now. See, I'm not mechanical. Anyway, I'll put the top back on. Oh, I didn't push it in far enough. Okay. So, put the top back on like you're not drooling like an idiot. And then, what I'm gonna do, and again through the magic of editing, is coat of black spray paint across the top to cover up whatever logo was on this thermos. So you've got a handle, hard shell case to protect the big honking photography bulbs. $1 at Goodwill or whatever. It also can double as a lens case, hard shell lens case, instead of those cheap padded bags. You got a real nice lens that you want to protect, that you don't have a case for. Pop your top on. Goes jogging on to grandma's house like Little Red Riding Hood with your lens to take pictures of what big teeth she has. Anyway, till next time, peace.